This is another incredible research article that went under the wire. Let's put it this way. 28 days, just 28 days of the consumption of what we'd call a green tea gummy, which basically contain 890 milligrams of catechins from green tea extract, just as a heads up. For 28 days, improved blood glucose levels and basically reduced intestinal permeability, i.e. help improve leaky gut. This was an incredible randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled crossover study. Incredible results. Just about a month. And I left up the abstract for a particular reason because I want you to look at the number of views such breakthrough research gets. Look at that. 10 views. All right, but without further ado, let's get right into the research itself because it really shows a lot of promise for individuals, especially beyond that of just blood sugar levels or blood glucose, insulin sensitivity, but reduction of intestinal inflammation, which is really something that green tea extract is not really known for, but yet can yield a tremendous amount of benefit for a lot of individuals. So let us proceed as follows. Green tea extract promotes gut health, lowers blood sugars. Study shows potential to reduce risks for metabolic syndrome. New research in people with a cluster of heart disease risk factors has shown that consuming green tea extract for 4 weeks can reduce blood sugar levels and improve gut health by lowering inflammation and decreasing leaky gut. In the new study, green tea extract also lowered blood sugar or glucose and decreased gut inflammation and decreased permeability in healthy individuals as well. An unexpected finding. So the beautiful part about this in reference to green tea extract is it can possibly help without adding any sort of publisher bias, help maintain positive gut health in individuals, especially if they're susceptible to certain metabolic disorders. Something to think about. But to proceed, quote, what this tells us is that within 1 month, quoting obviously, we're able to lower blood glucose in both people with metabolic syndrome and healthy people. And the lowering of blood glucose appears to be related to decreasing leaky gut and decreasing gut inflammation regardless of health status. That is a miraculous find. To move forward, this is the study parameters. 40 participants, 21 with metabolic syndrome and 19 healthy adults, consumed gummy confections. We're going to go into the catechin content in a second. Now, working from an abstract, I'd love to have the ingredients of these gummy confections, but not available as yet until we see a full study. We can get more into the details. Containing green tea extract rich in anti-inflammatory compounds called catechins for 28 days. The daily dose equaled 5 cups of green tea. In the randomized, double-blind, crossover trial, beautiful study. All participants spent another 28 days taking a placebo with a month off of any supplement between treatments. Now we are going to look at the abstract here for the main reason it elucidates the amount of catechins, as we discovered, talked about in the beginning, in these miraculous gummy confections. To proceed, we conducted, quoting, a randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled crossover trial in adults with metabolic syndrome, an age and gender-matched healthy persons who received confections without placebo or 1 gram a day. Very simple intake. 1 gram a day, GTE, green tea extract, and 890 milligrams of catechins for 28 days while following a low polyphenol diet, so nothing else interferes. To move forward, and we're going to read verbatim the rest until we get back to the conclusion, but this is wonderful. Here we go. Ready? Results showed that fasting blood glucose levels for all participants were significantly lower after taking green tea extract compared to levels after taking the placebo. Decreased gut inflammation, which is to me is amazing, due to the green tea treatment in all participants was established through an analysis that showed a reduction in pro-inflammatory proteins in fecal samples. Using the technique to assess sugar ratios in urine samples, researchers also found that green tea participants' small intestine permeability favorably decreased. And that's the kind of the vector I'm trying to head here, is we're looking at reduction of leaky gut, which for reduction of gut inflammation, which is really an incredible outcome to this particular study. To proceed, gut permeability, or leaky gut, enables intestinal bacteria and related toxic compounds to enter the bloodstream, stimulating low-grade chronic inflammation. And of course, a lot of runners or athletes that work in high heat conditions tend to be more prone to gut permeability. So green tea is something basically that be taken into consideration in reference to athletes that work in high, or I should say hot climates. Quote, that absorption of gut-derived products is thought to be an initiating factor for obesity and insulin resistance, which are central to all cardiometabolic disorders. I.e., how many views did this research get at the time of this video? 10? To proceed. If we can improve gut integrity and reduce leaky gut, the thought is we'll be able to not only alleviate low-grade inflammation that initiates cardiometabolic disorders, but, and I am quoting, but potentially reverse them. This part I love because the innocence of the statement itself. Quote, we did not attempt to cure metabolic syndrome with a 1 month study of just basically one gummy a day at 80 or 90 milligrams of catechins to achieve these type of results. It's like, wow. He said, but based on what we know about the causal factors behind metabolic syndrome, there is potential for green tea to be acting, at least in part, at the gut level to alleviate the risk for either developing it or reversing it if you already have metabolic syndrome. Occam's razor. Sometimes the best solution is the simplest solution, not prescribing or diagnosing. But if something so simple and available can do so much, it's worthy of more than 10 views. Conclusions. Dietary intervention from the abstract. Dietary intervention with GTE, green tea extract rich confections, i.e. gummies, in weight-stable healthy individuals and metabolic syndrome adults decreased fasting glucose and intestinal inflammation, which was associated with improvements in fasting insulin. This suggests that gut level, anti-inflammatory activities of green tea extract may improve glycemic control with reductions in intestinal inflammation, contributing to enhancing insulin sensitivity. That, you have to understand, I have to reach over there, is incredible. It's amazing information. Again, sometimes on complicated issues that have many different variables involved. In this case, for example, in regard to metabolic syndrome. Such a simple, easy to utilize tool, and I say tool and not drug or supplement per se, tool that can be available in reducing the gut inflammation, improving intestinal permeability, henceforth alleviating some of the aspects of leaky gut, improved insulin sensitivity, blood glucose levels, and generally a slew of other basically negative outcomes to be improved by something so simple, so readily available, and so easy to consume, deserves more than just 10 views. But again, gratitude to the researchers, gratitude for you listening. I hope there's some information here that can be utilized on your own personal level to improve your life as well as those around you. And as always, I am humbled you watch, and I look forward to see you all once again next week. Ralph signing off. I'll catch you all next time. Again, DOI citation is always in the YouTube notes. So you always can follow it there. But again, it's there. Delve into it. Hopefully we'll see the full study published soon, so you get to know all the ingredients in these confections. But again, gratitude. See you all next time. Thank you.